Hello viewers, welcome once again to my YouTube channel and in succession to the videos what I have been taking up. So today's topic of the discussion, today I'll be discussing about a very important topic which is called as intelligence. So it is a very important question when either it can come as a short note or a long question where you are asked to write about what is the definition for intelligence and its types. So, all right. So, beginning with, when we look at the word intelligence, so the word intelligent itself it tells that it is somewhat related to the ability to think, and it has been derived from a Latin word intelligentsia. So, the word intelligence has been derived from a Latin word intelligentsia, which means understanding or discussing or discerning. So whenever we talk of intelligence, it is the ability of a person to think about something. So beginning with the ability to learn, understand, or to deal with different situations, it is called intelligence. And in other words, it can also be defined as it is the ability to apply knowledge to manipulate one's own environment. So once when we face so many situations in our life, and with the help of our intelligence what we are able to do is that we are, by using our intelligence, we are able to modify a particular situation, a particular a day-to-day life into a more, we can manipulate such an environment to our benefit or of to our interest. So when we look at what are the characteristics of intelligence, so starting with the first characteristic is that it is the innate mental ability. So whenever we talk of intelligence, actually it is present since birth. So whenever anything, when we talk of intelligence, it is not something, it in certain situations it can be derived from the environment as such, but some intelligence it is present since birth. So it is an innate mental ability, though fixed by heredity yet determined by environment. So this is a very important line. So since intelligence is a very important thing, although it has an environmental influence also, but still heredity plays a very important role in the development of intelligence. So when we look at the third characteristic, it is the combination of cognitive functioning and social adaptability. So cognitive functioning, whenever a person is having a understanding, the proper understanding of a particular thing, whenever it is present, that is related to the thinking. So cognitive functioning, whenever the cognitive functioning, that is the ability to understand, it is functioning properly, and plus when the person tries to adapt itself to the environment, it is called as social adaptability. Now, as we all might be very well aware, that person's intelligence, the person's intellectual preferences will vary in different occasions and in different domains as well. So there you might be finding there are certain people who are very intelligent in a certain aspect or in a certain domain or in a particular field, but they are not so intelligent in other fields. So it is actually an individualized thing. There are certain people, there are certain individuals who can be intelligent in a certain aspect, in a certain field, in a particular domain, but they might not be so in a different domain. So the person's intellectual preferences will vary in different occasions and in different domains. Now, when we move on to the next characteristic is that is the developmental process. The development of intelligence, it starts right at the time of birth. Whenever the child is born at a particular time, the moment the child is born, the intelligence, some sort of intelligence, is still innate present in the child. It is somewhat present in a newborn itself, and the intelligence keeps on gradually and slowly and gradually it proceeds, and it develops, it matures till the age, till the adolescent period. Now, when we move at the education, so nowadays it has been very mistakenly thought that intelligence is somewhat related to education, but it is not so. A person can be very well educated, but his intelligence can be a very average or sub-average. But and the similar example can also be taken as there are certain people who have never visited schools, but when we look at their intelligence might be much greater as compared to people who have very good academic profile. So intelligence is actually it's purely a subjective thing, and develop this education and intelligence are not the same thing, because as I've already said that there are certain people who might not have attended schools, but they might be more intelligent than people who have never visited schools. So intelligence is purely entirely an innate phenomena, when it can vary from person to person, and it also differs from within a single person. There can be very many domains where a person can be intelligent, and in other fields he cannot be. Now the last characteristic is it helps individuals to acquire the capacity to profit from the previous experiences and from the experiences of others. So whenever we look at intelligence, a particular as human brain, it is quite human mind is quite is having the ability of this intelligence, that it is able to recall, it is able to recall from the past experiences that how the person is going to manage a particular situation. So this intelligence is going to help an individual to profit either from the previous experiences or from the experiences of others. Now, when we look at the types of intelligence, so actually there are three types of intelligence. There are three types of intelligence. Firstly, it is the concrete intelligence. The next is the social intelligence. And last, it is the abstract or the general intelligence. So when we look at the concrete intelligence, it is related to the touch and feel. Whenever we are going to touch a particular concrete object, such as this marker I'm holding. So this is all my concrete intelligence which is making me hold this marker. So first is the concrete intelligence related to the concrete materials, related to when it is indicated in handling concrete things and machine. So this kind of a concrete intelligence is mostly seen in engineers, the mechanics, those people who are driving a particular machinery. So this concrete intelligence is present within is present in the individuals such as the engineers and the mechanics. All right. So concrete intelligence is all about dealing and handling with the concrete material things. Now, the next intelligence is the social intelligence. Now, this social intelligence, it is the innate ability of an individual to respond appropriately within the social environment. So, social situations, and to act wisely in a particular social human relationships. So actually this social intelligence, they might be have seen people who are very well socially adapted. They make friends very easily. They get comfortable within the society, within surroundings, within colleagues. They get along very well. They make friendships very quickly. So when it comes to social intelligence, it is actually dealing with the social human relationships, and this social intelligence helps us to know the art of winning friends and to influence them. So there are certain people who have a very great influence on the friends and the colleagues and the peer group. So this is actually the social intelligence, what is making them do so. So the second variety is the social intelligence. Last but not the least, when we look at the abstract or the general intelligence. So when we look at the abstract or the general intelligence, it is the ability to respond to words, numbers and letters, etc. These are all the abstract things. So words, the numbers and everything, whenever we are responding to a certain abstract things, so that abstract intelligence or general intelligence comes into play, and it is related to, it is acquired by study. So it is acquired by the study of books and the related literature. So mostly, and herein falls the profession where we belong. So most of the teachers, the good teachers are there, good professors are there, good lawyers, doctors and philosophers have this type of abstract intelligence. Now, when we look at the factors, what are the factors what are influencing a particular individual's intelligence? So there are basically two factors I've already said. One is the hereditary factors, which the person is imbibing, which is genetically present from both the parents, from his mother and father, what the child is going to imbibe. So that is absolutely the hereditary influence on intelligence. And the next what we have is the environmental influence of intelligence. So you must have seen their intelligent parents have intelligent kids. You must have seen most of the high profile, high IQ parents, if they are there, it is hereditary, since their parents are very sharp and intelligent. So it is natural, if both the parents are intelligent, the child has to be intelligent. So this is one of the hereditary influence. Apart from this, when we look at the identical and the fraternal twins, identical twins are those twins which are having the same sex of both the children. When we talk of identical and fraternal twins, they have more or less the same type of intelligence. Apart from this, one thing more I would like to emphasize, that within the same family, if an adopted child and the siblings who are staying in the same family, in spite of being rare, in spite of being rearing in the same environment, the adopted child might be having a different intelligence as compared to the siblings. So this is the hereditary influence of intelligence. Now the next, it is the environmental influence. So nowadays, for intelligence, it depends upon the stimulation of the sense organs. So when we look at the environmental factors, what are going to affect intelligence, it is the modern media. So nowadays, the media is so active. We learn a variety of things. We have great internet access. Everyone is having phone. So in spite of not going to school also, there are certain things what persons are actually learning from the media. So the mass media, the modern media, is taking a very important role in the development of intelligence, the education system, the breastfeeding. So actually, when it comes to the environmental feeding, it has been found that the infants and the children who are breastfed by the mother, that breastfeeding is going to overall affect the child's health and hence a greater intelligence. So breastfeeding, the intrauterine health of the mother. So it is very important that during the pregnancy period, the mother should be having a very good and optimum health. So that is indirectly affecting the child's intelligence when the child will be born. The intrauterine health, the nutrition status of the mother during pregnancy. Apart from this, after the birth also, if the child is fed well, if he's giving nutritious diet, the nurturing of the child, the parenting of the child, the national culture has also got an influence on the child's intelligence. Apart from this, any kind of head injuries are there, sleep problems are there, and drug and alcohol abuse. So these are certain environmental factors which are going to have an influence on an individual's intelligence. So students and viewers, this was a very short discussion where I tried my level best to simplify what is the definition of intelligence, the factors affecting the characteristics of intelligence, and the types of intelligence. So students and viewers, if you still have any queries or comments, you're most welcome to comment me in the comment section. And viewers, students who are new to my channel and they haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can be further updated for my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.